The iconic Aston Martin wings appear for the first time on a motorcycle. This is a masterpiece called the AMB 001. Only 100 units were produced, and it debuted at the 2019 EICMA Milan motorcycle shows. The bike is the result of a joint effort between Aston Martin and Brough Superior. The bike is based on a titanium and aluminium chassis and weighs 397 pounds. The 61 cubic inch engine is turbocharged and produces 180 horsepower. The vehicle has a 6-speed gearbox as well. The design, of course, has obvious references to Aston Martin cars. The winged detail attached to the cowl on the front of the bike is reminiscent of the Valkyrie and Valhalla hypercars. Another interesting design idea is the decision not to paint some carbon fiber elements. The price of this gorgeous bike is around $108,000. The following project has been created by the American team Fuller Moto. The project combines the old and the new. The inspiration comes from a 1929 Majestic motorcycle, but at the same time, the most advanced technology has been used. The experts use 3D printing and different materials, including titanium. The 23-inch hubless wheels are made of polycarbonate. Some of the components were taken from the Zero Motorcycle FXS electric motorcycle, so the motor of the 2029 model is electric. The range is about 100 miles, and the bike reaches 85 miles per hour. The bike was custom built for the Haas Moto Museum exhibition. It is a piece of work that is rolling art. The museum owner is convinced. Our selection continues with this gentleman with the heart of a rebel, the first motorcycle from the German tuning shop Brabus. Of course, they needed assistance. They had the help of specialists from the Austrian company KTM. The result is so exclusive that it can only be pre-ordered using a special form on the KTM website. The capacity of the bike is 180 horsepower. It goes from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 3.2 seconds. The Gentleman weighs 428 pounds and will need about 1.5 gallons of fuel per 62 miles. Engineers also highlight the front wheel lift angle control function, the innovative traction control system, and the intelligent suspension system with auto mode and damper stiffness control. The bike is available in 2 colors, with a total of 154 units planned for production. Our selection continues with this hybrid between a motorcycle and a car that can be called a motorcycle pod. Despite being an unusual concept, the vehicle has managed not only to go from blueprints to full-scale prototypes, but also to make it to production. The project is the work of Paraves CZ, a company with production facilities based in the Czech Republic. Initially, there were gasoline and electric models in the range, but for the time being, only the electric models remain. The starting price is about $80,000, for which customers get a 173 horsepower engine, a top speed of 155 miles per hour, and a range of 249 miles on a single charge. Savor the taste of freedom of classic motorcycles combined with the safety of cars, the team suggests. On the screen, you can see a motorcycle designed as a tribute to the famous company Jaguar. The look of the bike was conceived by designer Barend Hemmes and implemented by the Massau design team. According to Hemmes, he has had animals most of his life, and his favorites are cats. Cats really are something that are close to my heart, and maybe it's ironic that I ended up building a cat motorcycle, he said. The design and construction took about 6 years, but the effort was worth it. The bike has been very popular at various shows and exhibitions. The engine has a displacement of 73 cubic inches, and the bike reaches about 50 miles per hour, and the rider's pose is quite curious. From the side, it looks like they're trying to sit on a huge Jaguar. It's probably not very comfortable, but it still looks impressive. We have a question for motorcycle connoisseurs and lovers. How many cylinders should a motorcycle engine have to make you happy? While you're thinking, take a look at the creation of British expert Simon Whitelock, a motorcycle with 48 cylinders. For the project, he chose a Kawasaki 250 S1 with a 15 cubic inch 3-cylinder engine, then began experimenting, like in the show Pimp My Ride. The inventor had to disassemble 16 engines from other S1s, find a suitable transmission, and arrange 6 lines of 8 cylinders. The result was a motorcycle with a 256 cubic inch engine. Starting it up, the author admits, is a bit more complicated than a normal motorcycle, so another 4.6 cubic inch engine acts as a starter motor. Interestingly, the upgraded motorcycle feels great and delights visitors of various exhibitions. Here's what you can do from the comfort of your garage if you have enough money, enthusiasm, patience, and the right skills. The FMC Storm motorcycle is the brainchild of Fabman Creations, which is based out of a garage in South Africa. The team makes a living assembling custom motorcycles, and judging by this project, they're doing pretty well. The basis for the FMC Storm project was a BMW R9T motorcycle, covered with an aluminium bodywork, similar to an unusual knight's armor. The air intakes are reminiscent of jet fighters, and some elements resemble the rivets on aircraft hulls. The bike also has a minimalist dashboard with keyless ignition. When asked if it would go into production, the company said that they'd need a lot of money to realize this project on a large scale. It's now the turn of the French manufacturers, who've prepared a very unusual motorcycle, combining a retro look and new technology. The design of the Narwa Racer is reminiscent of cafe racers of the 1960s, while the simple-looking bodywork hides an innovative internal system. According to the manufacturers, it's the world's first electric propulsion system with a hybrid battery pack. Up to 80% of the energy from the regenerative braking system can be stored thanks to these special ultra-capacitors. Other similar vehicles only achieve 30%. The motorcycle also weighs 25% less than other electric motorcycles, about 331 pounds. Depending on the riding style and amount of braking, its range on a single charge will be between 93 and 186 miles. It can also achieve speeds of up to 100 miles per hour. Here is another electric motorcycle concept, and this time it's a chopper. The concept of the project is simple. If you want to make a vehicle that fits in with environmental trends, it's important to make sure it's also fun to ride. The aesthetics of classic choppers are perfect for this. The bike has been manufactured by US-based Jigsaw Electronics. It'll be able to reach 50 miles per hour, and one charge will be enough to travel 50 miles. The battery can be easily removed for recharging, as it weighs about 26 pounds. In addition, you'll be pleasantly surprised by the frame that can support riders weighing up to 441 pounds. The company is confident in its product and has already launched a campaign on Indiegogo. When it's reviewed, you'll be able to order this amazing vehicle for $1,140. It took the ingenious Sergio Calura 4 years of meticulous work and patience to create these mini-bikes. According to him, there are already 3 different models in the series, with 3, 8, and 15 CU engines. The current version is the most compact, equipped with disc brakes and an unusual seat, but without shock absorption. And for easy storage, there's a kickstand. The test rider in the video is actually a child, but adults have also shown interest in this vehicle, at least in the comments. One of them offered help to produce them in Germany. However, despite the great interest from users, the author points out that his bikes are not for sale, although he does not rule out that they may become a business project in the future. Join the revolution and change urban mobility is what the Italian Piaggio team offers with its range of scooters. On the screen, you can see the MP3 range, which has an interesting variety of models for different customers. For example, the MY20 model is perfect for fans of traveling around town safely and with style, while the Sport MY22 model is ideal for fans of speed and excellent handling. Some of the most interesting features are a 7-inch TFT color display, keyless ignition, ABS and ASR systems, rear-view camera, and BLIS technology for blind spot monitoring. The MP3 300 HPE model offers a 26 horsepower engine, a 3-gallon fuel tank, and a 57-inch wheelbase. What do you think? Who doesn't know what drag racing is all about? Drivers need to get the most out of their car on a classic quarter-mile straight course. Motorcyclists are not far behind. On your screen, you can watch dirt drag racing on powerful off-road motorcycles. Riders are required not only to show the best time, but also to keep the bike on the optimal trajectory. With an engine power of more than 700 horsepower, depending on the model, and the ability to reach speeds of up to 223 miles per hour, the bikes cover the standard distance in just 6 to 7 seconds. And our selection ends with a motorcycle that could appear in any post-apocalyptic movie. Unfortunately, there's almost no information about it, and the project seems to exist only in the virtual world. So tell us in the comments, how and who could use such a bike?
Hey, stop being lazy, it's time to use that brain of yours. Welcome to Brain Time. Incredible facts from the past, the present, and even the future. The power of nature and wild animals, amazing facts and unsolved mysteries. You'll find all this and much more here. Subscribe now, you won't regret it.